It got cold. It's maybe 50 degrees. It was maybe 40 degrees last night. I mean, the last week it's been in the 90s, and now it's cold. We're at the Van trailhead of the Sandy Creek Trail. We've been here before, and I actually videoed this before, but I didn't know what I was doing with the camera and I messed it all up. So we're gonna try it again. Let's see what I do this time. Let's go for a ride. Boy, these are tight.
Yep.
Now, in the early days of our riding, we would not start out like this. This is the high part. We would start out at the low part and work our way uphill and then come back the easy way. But while this is a lovely trail, I enjoy it much, it ain't easy to get to. It ain't easy to find. You really have to know where you're going. And all the trailheads to get to it are kind of out of the way. Unlike a lot of trails that have many trailheads and you can see them from the road, this one is really tucked away. This ain't never a good thing. There's a trail already forming here.
Almost dumped it.
Ooh, don't do that. We need to look out for a bear.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. My brother Bill was protecting me.
And another one.
And it looks muddy, so I'm just walking my bike.
Okay. Oh man, I should have geared down. A little chilly in the shade. Feels good when we get out in the sun. We smeared on sunscreen like we always do, but don't know that it's so necessary today. Oosh.
Lovely bridge.
Sandy Creek Trail, and this here is the Sandy Creek. And this bridge we're going under here, this road is some name that I don't know and I don't care. Tight. Ooh, tight through there. Now this is the other trailhead. I think there are only 4 trailheads along this thing. None of them are easy to find. You gotta know where you're going. This is the Rockland. I'm saying that there's only 4 trailheads. Is that right? I can only think of 4. I don't remember it being paved the whole way. Is this new?
I don't remember.
Ah.
Oh,
And yet another bridge of which I have no idea the name. I was incorrect. Number 5 trailhead. I'd forgotten about this trailhead.
it's like number 3 to me.
Well, true, but I could only think of 4. I'd forgotten about this,
Oh, okay.
so I erroneously named it number 5. They don't have to be numbered in the order in which they are aligned. They can be numbered in the order of my memory. Nice property. This bridge was actually constructed. Good. I know instructions. This tunnel was actually used. I always get a kick out of wood grain in concrete. I don't know why.
It's cool.
What they did was they built the frame and they filled this thing up with a bazillion tires. Quick. I'm not bothering with my headlight. It's a straight tunnel. I can see the end over there. I like the effect the camera gives when you come up the tunnel, and it's just like at this point I bet it still just looks like a big white blob at the end. And as we come through and you see the foliage just kind of focus in. I enjoy watching that. Mary's Mill Tunnel. Hello. I find the GoPro to be a fascinating piece of equipment in that it does the focusing, it does the light adjustment, it takes away all the jiggling, a nice steady picture. It's all so tiny. I think a good third of the camera is just the space for the battery. And it still has a screen and all that stuff it does. I think it's an amazing piece of tech. The only thing that I would like more is if I could do like a telephoto on it. Because I can't doesn't mean I'm going to downgrade the equipment. I think it's an amazing piece of equipment. I think the voice controls are kind of wow. I can just shut it off by saying, GoPro, stop recording. And it very often makes a liar out of me. Let me try that again. GoPro, stop recording. There's a path down there. Wonder where it goes. Down there.
I didn't realize this has a walking thing on the side.
Is that new? Doesn't look new. I don't remember it either. I was just saying that when I came here before with my GoPro, I didn't quite understand the language of the GoPro. The ladder right there. When I tell it to turn on, it beeps. When I tell it to turn off, it beeps once and then 3 times. And I didn't realize that before. And I was turning it off when I wanted to turn it on and vice versa. And I recorded a lot of stuff I didn't want, didn't get the stuff I did want. I have learned since then. Education is what you get when you read the instructions. Experience is what you get when you don't read the instructions. I have lots of experience. Another one of the, I think, 7 bridges that cross this creek. I'd love to fly down through here, but with the road going past.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have like, oh, I guess it is.
They do have gates, but Not really a trailhead, but accessible that way. Oh, not just another one.
This
The
is a
big
river bridge,
one.
isn't it? Wonder, let's get it.
Yeah. Tell you what, want to stay here a minute? I just want to take a picture of the steps. Okay. Last week we were on the West Penn bikeway. And I said, no steps. This is how you get to the Allegheny Trail, Allegheny River Trail. No steps. No steps. I'm not carrying a 70-pound bike up and down steps. Don't care. If that's your thing, go for it, man. Ain't gonna. No way, no how. Is that a selfie?
Selfie. It's a bad selfie.
You are rather selfish. No, I was going to close my eyes. Down there you see the Allegheny River Trail, which is a great trail. Includes the Kennerdell Tunnel, which is 1,100 feet long, which I thought was amazingly long until we rode the abandoned turnpike, and that one's over 6,000 feet long. Welcome to Western Pennsylvania.
Alright, this requires a selfie of both of us.
What, over here? GoPros. Oh, okay, so it was 8 miles to Franklin. I thought the whole thing was 8 miles. Sheep?
Huh?
A sheep?
Sheep?
No, it's not a sheep. I'm jogging
look
around.
down further. That's a decoy, but there's something down there in the shallows.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a deer.
That's a deer. Dogs don't freeze like that.
This is gorgeous.
The van is 8 miles that way, and Fisherman's Cove is 4 more miles this way.
I wonder what that is.
Over to the right?
Yeah.
That's the trailhead. That's where we came the first time. It's actually a nice trailhead. Yeah. Remember what we had to do was we went through Franklin, and then we went up and down and up and down and around and backwards, and that's where you got to the trailhead. And people there were taking like prom pictures or something.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah, I thought you might remember prom pictures.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is the part of the trail that I remember being so cool. With all these big, fancy houses.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Down here at the end is where the two, spit it out.
The cabooses.
The cabooses, thank you.
Oh, he's waving us on.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tight, tight, tight. Okay. Back in here, these are private driveways, and the trail goes next to them. And as we come down here, there are just some fabulous houses that are on the river. And this is where I originally came up with my idea that it used to be they grew up on the wrong side of the tracks was a bad thing. And now what used to be the wrong side of the tracks is expensive land and multi-million-dollar homes on private driveways. Now it's kind of funny because we do a crisscross here. Now it's wild because we wouldn't be allowed back here in a car.
No. No, we wouldn't.
Kind of makes me think of where the crawdads sing. You know, she lived in a house on the swamp that was way back in the middle of nowhere, the land nobody wanted, and started taking over the land and building vacation homes and rich people's homes, and she eventually turned her land into a protected preserve so that when she died it wouldn't be taken. It just makes me think of coming back here. This was the wrong side of the tracks.
Yes.
This is where the po folk lived.
Yep. Now it's where the rich people live.
Yeah.
Just to maintain this road back here this far. Can you imagine how much it costs to put this road in? To have that much limestone on it?
$50.
I'm thinking it's millions of dollars just to get the road back here. And I wonder how much they pay all together to keep it maintained.
Hey, there's a basket with flowers on a
That's
bike.
what I'm gonna do. That is some house.
Oh, crisscross again. No, 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 no. You can't really see the house. Maybe you can see the roof. But it's Jagundo. It is. But how do you get here? There's a big gate back there.
It's their own private picnic ground.
Apparently. Bike rack.
Yeah.
That's your bike rack over in the woods. And chairs. And another bike rack. And a camper. And a privy. Here's a road.
What trail was it that had
The big time security camera.
Yeah.
Red Bank.
Yeah, you're right.
They weren't hiding that one though.
Nope.
That one was right out in the open saying, we're looking at you,
Yep.
behave yourself.
Come and enjoy our nice place.
Oh, that's not good.
Cheaper just to do that. Watch your camera.
Watch your bean. You used to be able to see this thing. I have a picture of it somewhere. I'll have to splice that in because it's all overgrown. I don't know what's going on with the trail right now. It's usually, the other times we've ridden it, it's not overgrown like this. Oh my. There's another caboose up on the hillside too. I'm not going to see it now. Well, it's pretty shallow, huh? I believe this is also called Sandy Creek. I'll have to look it up when we get home, but
Just a little further, right, to the very end?
oh yeah, yeah, just
Right, well, let's go to the very end.
yeah, just a wee bit, because we've already gone 4 miles from Franklin. It said it was only 4 miles. Once again, I had someone ask me if it makes electricity as you pedal. No. I suppose it could be made to do that, but no. Figure that what power plants do is they transform mechanical energy into electrical energy. If I wanted to generate electrical energy by pedaling, there would be resistance, making it much harder to pedal. The whole idea behind the bike, the e-bike, is to make it easier to pedal. Now there is regeneration. There is regeneration on these bikes, but not to that level.
Is this a tire check?
Well, I don't know what you want me to check. Did you hit it or did I?
I don't know. One of us did. No, definitely
I have
not.
no idea how to get here. This is, I guess, the 5th. All right, you ready? Oh, no outlet. Up above us is a sign that I think is funny. It says private property. Actually, it says private property. But it's not. Yes, the Red City bikes have a certain amount of regeneration once you put the brakes on. You put the brake on, it sends a message to the computer to stop sending out power, and then it will take that mechanical energy and put it back into the battery. Not a whole heck of a lot, but some. And when you get the error maintenance 25, I think it is, it's mostly because something is reading that the brake is on, and you try to pedal and it is trying to restore power to the battery, which means it makes it a heck of a lot harder to pedal because you need that mechanical force to generate electricity. So when you are riding, no, just the mere act of my pedaling does not create electricity. There is a cadence sensor on the bike. The cadence sensor reads how fast I'm pedaling and determines how much. Boy, if you didn't know that thing was there, you wouldn't know it was there.
Yeah.
It's really grown over. Looks like someone made a camp out of it. Oh look, here's a roof. I know there's another one up there, but good luck seeing it now.
Yeah, it's kind of filled in. I'm looking for that shutter. It'll be on the right here.
Alright. But the cadence sensor reads how fast you're pedaling, and the computer tells the battery how much juice to send to the motor. In simple terms. Now, if you could ride this thing and have it assist you, and while pedaling also send juice to the battery, that's how cars would work, because you would need no further power source. There you go. I'm gonna check out the trailhead in hopes that there is a porta potty here. How about them apples?
Okay, got 5 stars now.
That bridge down there is also part of the Allegheny River Trail. Huh?
Nothing, I was going to say, so we're calling this bridge number 3 or bridge number 2 crossing Sandy Creek.
Well, it's the 3rd bridge, but it's the 2nd one over the Sandy Creek.
Oh, isn't it just gorgeous?
Whoa!
Hot.
Oh man, I hope that's on camera. Look at him. See, that's why I say I'd like to zoom. But look at that. Wow. And he's showing off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Oh. Look at him go.
I lost. Oh, there he is.
There he
Still
is.
up there.
He's still. I think I'm blocking. You just listen. Big, beautiful hot.
Flew right over the bridge and up the valley. It was beautiful.
Did you catch it on your camera?
I hope so.
Was it flying over the bridge or?
Just right over that section there and up the valley.
Oh, that's cool.
That was really cool. You know, I do love the trails through Ohio, but you're never going to get a view like this here.
That's right.
Pretty nice, huh?
Oh, it's amazing.
Beautiful. Perfect day.
Bridge is upward. Both ways are gorgeous.
Yep, every time.
The Mays Mill Tunnel. This area was named Mays Mill and Slab Furnace after 2 early enterprises in the vicinity. Both were long gone when the Jamestown, Franklin, and Clearfield Railroad construction began in 1905. The tunnel, 967 feet long, 29 feet wide, and 22 feet high, was constructed by mostly manual labor. Workers included many immigrants were paid $1.50 for a 10-hour day of grueling and dangerous labor. Rail service was discontinued in the 1980s and the tunnel rapidly deteriorated. The brick lining developed many leaks and its east-west orientation permitted winter winds to freeze, thaw, and break apart the liner. The 12 by 13 side sections of the concrete iron liner were poured. The 8-foot long, 10-foot preformed arches were trucked to the site and set in place. The void between the old and new tunnels was filled with 250,000 recycled tires and sealed in the mountain. And a reminder to anybody who may be watching, when you go through a tunnel with your headlight on, please make sure that it's not aimed at the faces of the riders coming the other way. Especially if they don't have lights themselves, because you've just totally blown their night vision. This has been a public service announcement. You're actually not running away. You're waiting for your babies, aren't you?
He's waiting. Let's see if we see where they're at.
Mm.
She might be. Hi, Mom. Baby's coming.
You see them?
No.
Well, I turned my head and she disappeared.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, they're here somewhere.
You.
They're probably scaring the heck out of them. Bye, Mama.
That's cool.
24.5 miles from the Van Trailhead to Fisherman's Cove and back. 7 bridges, 1 tunnel, and a caboose. And a hawk. That's quite a drop off there. I'm going up to here.
Yeah.
Now if you look on now if you look on Google Maps, this trail actually extends that way. I don't know where it goes, but we've gone up there a little bit and it's all overgrown. It's not what we want to do. Mow they.